It's my hobby, it's my life, it's my profession, it's everything that I do. The joke in my neighborhood was that I was born with 2 guns on. It's something that I've just always had. My dad was career Navy. He was a fighter pilot, and curiously was not much into shooting. It's just always something. I've always known that I was either going to be military or law enforcement, and I ended up going law enforcement. Shooting has always been something that I've just been attracted to. My name is Bill Quirk. I am the range master and the lead instructor for Shoot GTR. I am effectively a lifelong Gainesville resident. I've been here since 1975. My father was career Navy. When he retired, he came actually to UF to go to the law school. And been here ever since. Was a cop for 22 years in this area. Did a whole bunch of different things there. Additionally, I've had my own private company doing combatives-based, self-defense-based firearms training since about 2007. Roger that. Roger. I'd like to think I'm a very well-read person, but I am a man of singular purpose. So much of my life revolves around my family, but professionally, law enforcement and shooting. The stuff that we're teaching is going to be more defensive in nature. Defensive Handgun 1 is your introductory class. Defensive Handgun 2 and 3 build on those things. My thrust, our thrust as an organization is not to just, okay, get in, get out as quickly as possible, let's get the money we can get from you and then push you down the road. We want to create safe, lifelong shooters. A lot of classes that previously existed were 2 and 3 hour classes, fairly low cost, and their overt stated purpose was to get you what you needed to get your permit. Not necessarily teach you to be a responsible gun owner. Those classes have been significantly hindered, some to the point of no longer being in business because of the permitless carry law. Safety is very much a factor in real situations. It's a factor when you're cleaning the gun. It's a factor when you're transporting the gun. These rules apply any and every time you handle the gun. Unfortunately, law enforcement and military can become complacent because the gun is such a part of our lives. It's part of our uniform, our daily wardrobe, and that can lead to some complacency. So, you know, you can be an experienced shooter and have shot for the past 50 years, and you're still going to get my safety brief. It's just a tool. The people are the problem, and there are other problems that this country faces. Make no mistake, you know, there are issues in this country, but we blame an object and try to avoid some of those topics because those are more uncomfortable, and there are other things we need to be talking about. This isn't telling people they should have guns, they should not have guns. Just understand that, you know, your protection, your self-defense may be something that you have to resolve by yourself in the heat of the moment. Being a cop, now a retired cop, you know, we deal with the victims and we see the impacts of violent crime, of shattered lives, of sometimes lives that are gone. The active shooter call that I went to was, it was domestic in nature, but it was a bad guy with a kill list, and he had killed several people by the time we got there. But it was one of the very rare instances where law enforcement actually got there during the incident, and we prevented him from continuing his rampage. Concealed carry in one form or another is the predominant mode in the United States. It has been for quite a while. We see that crime rates tend to go down when you have more concealed carry, and we don't see a lot of increased violence or mishaps or people drawing the gun precipitously. You have a right, there's a responsibility as well. And it's a natural right, so it's a natural responsibility. It's not that the government's telling you, it's that you need to do this because if you want to be effective, you need to have the practice to get there. If I wanted to be rich, I wouldn't have been a cop and I wouldn't be a firearms instructor. I do this because I believe in it. I care about my students, and that's what keeps me going.